Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's gorgeous makeup is perfect for hooded eyes or small eyes. So if you're looking for something like this, I hope this tutorial is helpful. And let's get started. We're gonna start off with the primer for the eyeshadow. I'm gonna be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is the first step that's very important for eyeshadows. And I'm blending it out with the LA Girl sponge. You can use a tone of the concealer like 1 or 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. Just make sure that everything is nice and blended. And of course, you know, for this style of eyeshadows, the tape on the outer part is a must. It's just gonna make everything so much easier, so you don't want to skip this step. And today I'm gonna be using this eyeshadow palette from LA Girl Pro Mastery. First, I'm gonna grab this eyeshadow right here using a small brush from Rimmel, and I'm going to apply this above the crease. Now, the first important step for hooded eyes or small eyes is when creating a cut crease, you want the edge of the cut crease to go above your crease. So you want this eyeshadow to go even higher than that. So I'm applying it from the inner corner to the outer corner. I'm also extending it towards the tail of the eyebrow, making sure that it's very visible when I'm looking straight forward. Then I'm gonna add a darker brown eyeshadow using the same little brush on the outer part. I'm gonna be doing the same thing pretty much, but I'm just keeping this on the outer part, also extending it towards the tail of the eyebrow. And this one's gonna be a lot easier to blend out, even though it's a dark eyeshadow, because I'm applying it on top of that light brown eyeshadow and not on top of the creamy concealer. So it is gonna be, that's gonna help a lot. So you just wanna do it with a light hand and make sure when you're blending it out, you don't want to have too much product on the brush. To create the cut crease, I'm going to be using the eye primer from Anastasia. The brush is also Anastasia number 18, and that's something that's very important to help create a very nice cut crease is to use a brush that can be very flat and don't have too much product on the brush, but also don't have a little bit, because that can make it kind of hard. And like I said earlier, make sure you do the edge of the cut crease above your crease. You're like creating a new crease here, and this is what's gonna help a lot to make the eyeshadows stand out a lot more and your eyes look bigger. So it just depends how big you want your eyes to look and how much you want the eyeshadows to stand out. And of course, I'm extending it towards the tail of the eyebrow. And I'm gonna make sure this is still very creamy before applying the eyeshadows. And I'm just using a very light shade from the same palette from LA Girl. And you can use translucent powder or a pressed powder to pretty much set the primer. And that's only because I didn't want color on the eyelid. If you want like a pink tone or a peach tone would also look really cute, but I don't want color, so that's why I'm using this eyeshadow. And yes, I know this is the 3rd time in a row that I'm using this liquid eyeshadow, but I just love it so much. It's so cute and it's so easy to use. And I'm applying it all over my eyelid, just pretty much covering the whole cut crease area and also extending it towards the tail of the eyebrow. And it just looks really cute. You just have to be careful when you're using liquid eyeshadows. For most of them, you have to wait until it's completely dry before you open your eyes, because then you don't want it to move in the wrinkles. So yeah, you just want to wait a few seconds for it to dry. I'm gonna grab the light brown eyeshadow again and apply as close to the lash line as I can from the inner corner to the outer corner. I'm also extending it just a little bit towards the tail of the eyebrow. This is gonna be kind of like an eyeliner, but not so much, because I'm like blending it out. I don't want it to be sharp at all. I don't want it to look like an eyeliner, you know? And I'm also applying the darker brown only on the outer part, so it can look the same as the top part, the lighter brown inner part and then the darker on the outer part. And like I said, I'm doing like a eyeliner but blending it out so it's not as sharp. And the step is honestly, it's easy as long as you don't start by applying too much of the product and you don't start with something too dramatic. The next few steps are quick and easy. First, I'm going to grab the brown eyeshadow or brown eyeliner. This one's from Wet n Wild and Marilyn Monroe, and I'm going to apply it on the waterline. You can also do black if you want something a bit more dramatic, or if you don't want your eyes to look small, you can use beige or white. Then I'm going to apply the same light brown on the lower lash line from the inner corner to the outer corner. I'm applying 2 layers so this eyeshadow can stand out a bit more. And just look at the difference with the mascara on the lower lashes. Sometimes I love that when the eyelashes stand out a lot. I know a lot of people don't like that when they're like either long or too much product or too dramatic, you know, but I like it sometimes, especially when I'm doing like a makeup, a dramatic look like this. So you can skip this part if you want, but I do want you guys to let me know in the comments below what you think of this makeup, what you give it on the scale of 1 to 10, and please share this video with your friends and your family. Thank you all so much for your love and your support. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!